We're in a city built on 7 hills, and the fans hoping to see 7 points on the board early. We're at Cincinnati's Paycor Stadium. Ready to get this game started. Here's Evan McPherson. And we're off and running at Paycor Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Another one for Gibbs. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Call it 1 yard on the play, and that leaves him with 3rd and 14.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
3rd and long for him here. Almost an opening drive interception, but that winds up on the ground, incomplete. It's going to bring up 4th down. The Lions readying for the punt. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. Fielded at the 11. He gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. He manages 13 on this punt return. And it'll be Bengals football. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Right up the gut. And he's got it. Touchdown! The Bengals don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bengals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Tight end in motion left. On first down, it's Gibbs. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Again, it's Gibbs. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Give him 6 yards on the run, so it's going to be 3rd and 5.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
They'll throw on first. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backward. Second down coming up. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. It's a gain of 5, but they're still well behind the sticks. Third down coming up.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just...
Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. There it is, touchdown, Detroit. The Lions reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Harrison Mevis on to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions tie this game 7-7. Fox now to kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Running this one left. No one around. He's got space. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
What an injection of momentum for the offense on that play. With the energy boost in a much shorter field, I predict it's not going to be long, Kate, till they finish this series off.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Another carry for him. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line. Working quickly here. Back-to-back carries here. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Bengals break the tie here in the 1st. McPherson at the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bengals take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll toss it to Gibbs. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Offense in the hurry up here. This is Gibbs on second down. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Third down run by Gibbs. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They've got a man in motion. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Bengals will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Here we go.
On first down, they'll run. And they're going to stop him after he runs it inside the 35. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down. From the 34. Has him on the quick hitter. Running in the red zone. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
Just excellent effort on that catch, and a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it, huh?
And he'll bring it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals parlay the interception into points. Going after up and good by McPherson. And the Bengals double their lead to 14. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20. They're out and set, first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete. Almost a completion of the wrong team there. So it's second down coming up. Receiver in motion, going left. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he found some running room for a nice gain. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. On the ground, it's a give to Gibbs. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the first quarter. 21-7 is our score. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. Back and beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. He puts some juice on a deep throw. Wide open, downfield, got it! He will go! Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions make it a one-score game in the first half. Point after by Mevis is good. And the Lions chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Plowing up the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
12. 11.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Trying to get it to T. Higgins. And it sets up 2nd down. Burrow from the gun. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, didn't it? And it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
12.
On 3rd down, here's Burrow. Finds his man Chase. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals take a 13-point lead. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Bengals double their lead to 14. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. Short pass brought in. Continuing to move past the 45. And he goes out. Just needed one more step to reach midfield. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Now Gibbs. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Offense up to the line fast. Running it with Gibbs. And he's going to get him up to the midfield stripe with that run. That's 5, it looks like, on the play. So now it's going to be 3rd and 8. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And the Bengals are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. So the big play moves him well past midfield, has him set up now at the 35. They'll run here on 1st down. And he made the most of his running room on that one, getting it down to the 27. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Back to the well again. Has some space inside the 15. And he has it all the way down to the 8. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Going to the ground again on 1st. Is in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Going after, up and good by McPherson. And the Bengals stretch their lead to 21. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. That's caught at the 25. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Nevis with a point after. And the Lions get it back to a 14-point game. Fox now to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
11, Mighty. 11, Mike. 11.
Here's the handoff. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Here's 2nd and 7. Completed to his running back. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Trying the right side. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
11, mighty. 11, mighty. 11, 11, 11.
From the 48. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. First time this game they've looked to him. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
That's complete to Coleman out left.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a pretty clear plan of attack by the back from the very start. Found the lane quickly, didn't hesitate, knew exactly what he needed to get past the marker.
First down, and they go right back to him. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Tackled by Jack Campbell. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Hits his running back. Running in the red zone. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. We're to the 2-minute warning from the jungle. The Bengals pushing for a bigger lead before halftime. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Escapes the pocket. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
They'll try and punch it in. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. 3 yards on the run. It's going to be 3rd and goal. They'll try it with him again. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Butker knocks it through. And that makes this a 3-score game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Brought down by Quay Walker. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. Again, it's Gibbs. Crosses midfield, still going. Down the sideline into the red zone. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that gives the Lions the 1st. From the red zone now. Completed over the middle. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. This offense in position now. It's first and goal. And the catch is made. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions chop some of the lead off before the half. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. Point after by Mevis is good. And the Lions cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They've got blackjack on the clock, not a ton of time to use before halftime. First and 10 now, here's Burrow. He's on the move. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 39. Stays in the pocket. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. First and 10 from the 41. Looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces throwaway.
And he doesn't get much there on what turns out to be the final play of the half. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, here we go. 11, 11, 11. 11, Tommy. 11, 11, 11.
Burrow. Has it downfield, working the left. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Tackled by Jack Campbell. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
11, 11. Here we go, here we go. 11, MT, take.
Burrow back to throw. Completes this one to Chase. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Right up the gut. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Tackled by Jack Campbell. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
11, 11, 11. Here we go. 11, 11, 11, 11.
Here's Burrow. Short pass caught by his tight end. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Throwing is Burrow. complete beyond the marker. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Give them 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets them a first down. Working inside the red zone. This one taken in by Chase. And this is down all the way to the 3. Working quickly here. Here's a give on 1st and goal. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. Offense in the hurry up here. Another chance for it. And he's in for the touchdown. The Bengals grow the lead coming out of halftime. Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Bengals take a 3-possession lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Come out throwing. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it'll be 2nd down. He'll throw it. Throw complete to Williams. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he's going to have this one down to the 43 on a good run. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
From the 43. Completed to Collins. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out. That's a pickup of 9. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
I'm sure Coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Second and 12 behind the sticks. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw, but it's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
They send the tight end in motion. Throw on 3rd down. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Bengals are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
From the 23. He's trying to push the field. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Got for big yards on the right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No gain for them there, setting up 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
They'll hand it to him again. And this time he gets it done. Touchdown! The Bengals parlay the interception into points. Going after up and good by McPherson. And the Bengals make it a 24-point ball game. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Handoff running left. Here's Gibbs. And he found some running room for a nice gain. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Second and 3. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
Dialing up a pass here on 3rd down. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here's the snap on 4th. He fires one deep down the left sideline. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Markers reset, ball at the 37. On 1st down, they'll run. Ooh, he gets clobbered behind the line. Offense up to the line fast.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
A tight end in motion now. Back-to-back carries here. Ooh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
Looks like the Lions going with a dime set here. 3rd down. Burrow from the gun. Caught, nice gain left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Running this one left. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
4-yard loss on the play. 2nd and goal at the 11-yard line.
On 1, ready?
Driven backward to the 11 as they line up for 2nd and goal. They just get the play off. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this 3rd quarter. So they'll have some time to prepare for 3rd and goal. We're at the end of our 3rd quarter. It's Bengals football, and they've got to be pretty darn happy about this lead to start the 4th. They've held them out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal.
Stop. 11.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out.
11 MT, take. 11 MT, take. Stop.
On 3rd and goal, here's Burrow. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react. And then you got burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Man in motion here. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Up the gut they go with Gibbs. And he found some running room for a nice gain. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
St. Brown there to bring it in. And they'll be at midfield here as he gets out of bounds. Give him 13 on that play. And that gives the Lions the 1st. Now Gibbs. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Second and 8. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. He has the 1st over the middle. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Gibbs now from the gun. And he gets it down to the 13-yard line. Working quickly here. Second and manageable. He's throwing. Has it in close. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their 1st. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Goal to go. They're passing. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. And he will score. It's a Detroit touchdown. The Lions putting up points in a game decided. Mevis now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Lions still have a lot of work to do, Brock. It's a 20-point difference now. Down by 3 scores. Their hand is forced. They're going to try the onside kick here. And the Bengals hands team does its job recovering that kick. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
11-90.
Slot man in motion right. On 1st down, here's Burrow. Completed to his running back. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. First and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Finds his man Chase. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he works his way for a gain of 4. Offense up to the line fast.
A 4-yard gain brings up second and goal at the 2-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
You're just not going to win many games in this league when you can't generate a pass rush until the fourth quarter. You needed to feel the impact from this defense earlier and more often in this game. The lack thereof, well, it's a big part of what's put them playing from behind in the final stanza of this one.
On 2, ready?
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. And on 4th down, out comes the Bengals field goal team and Evan McPherson. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Butker knocks it through. And they push their lead to 23.
With another shot across the bow of the ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Throwing from the gun. On the move, headed right. He just throws this one away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Putting the tight end in motion. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll come up 1st and 10. From midfield now. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And he hit a seam and got it to the opposing 44. Looks like a gain of around 7. That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Back now, pressure on its way. Trying to push it deep downfield. They connect on the deep shot. And in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions offense looks like they're staying out there. We got a 2-point try coming up. Putting a receiver in motion. He's throwing for it. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. Picked off by Junior Colson. And the Bengals will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And the Bengals hands team does its job recovering that kick. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Football on that 47-yard line, first down.
Here we go, here we go. 11 empty.
Motioning one of the tight ends. They'll run here on first down. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Here we go.
Back to the well again. And in a rarity today, he stopped at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get anything on that run, so struggles on the ground, leaving them with 3rd and long.
12, 12, 12. 11 Thomas. 11 MT, 11 MT.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Complete beyond the marker. It's a massive 35-yard pickup, first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10.
11, 11, 11. 11 Thomas. 11, 11, 11.
Oh, look at this. He's set up to throw. This throw is caught. Touchdown, Cincinnati. McPherson at the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bengals make it a 24-point ball game. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Throw reeled in by Thomas. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Here's Gibbs on the carry. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that'll be first down, Detroit. Pass play coming here. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Second and 10 now. It's taken in by Williams. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. They've got first down from the 31. Here's a throw. That's to the sideline. It's a catch by Williams. And he's going to reach the 6 before he goes out.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
One final shot here. And it's caught for the touchdown. No time left, so a positive note at the very end in this loss. The Lions making the scoreboard look a touch better. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. So 6 points at the buzzer, Brock, but 0 effect on our final outcome.
Yeah, I get that, but I'll tell you what, that'll be one of the first plays they watch in the film room this coming week. Like you said, they lose whether that's scored or not, but Coach will always, always emphasize effort on the field. And reaching that end zone to end an already decided game, that is effort with a capital E.
They can make the loss 1 point closer at least. And it's up and good, and they'll get one last tally in the final act of this ball game. So in the jungle, the Bengals take the win. And this was the type of response you always hope to see after a loss, Brock. Get right back out there and find a way to win the following week.